everyone, and welcome back to Virtual Confirmation. Welcome back to my living room. And this is the last week of regular lessons for confirmation. I know, right? Hasn't it moved extremely fast? Seems like just yesterday we were just starting this virtual confirmation, and now we're to the final week of regular confirmation. Still tune in next week. I have been working on a surprise for you guys. I'm really excited about, and I think you guys will be too. Trust me on this one. So before we get into this last week, there's one announcement that I have. I'm just going to continue to plug. If you are remembering, if you're in 7th or 8th grade, in 2021, we'll have the National Youth Gathering here in Minneapolis. And I'm really excited about it. I'm continuing to do work and figuring out the details on how that's all going to work and happen. So I'm really looking forward to that. And again, if you are interested or want to learn more about this, please reach out. I really am excited about this, and I think it's going to be a life-changing experience for a lot of our youth that are going along for this trip. So this week, we are looking at potential. This is an example of potential. And you're probably talking to me, Tyler, how is pasta salad potential? Well, pasta salad has the potential of turning into pasta salad, right? There is still the potential in this that it's not going to turn out like it's shown here on the box. Did I do a decent job? Did it turn out okay? I think it turned out okay. But even on this box, there's different ideas, different suggestions, different ways that you can change it up, right? And make it your own. I purposely made this the last week of confirmation. And because all of you have potential, and the question is now, are you going to let that potential turn into something, or is it going to sit in the cupboard as potential? And what I'm talking about with faith is the perspective of that our faith continues to need to be fed. It needs to be challenged. It needs to grow. And just because I have all the ingredients to make pasta salad doesn't mean that pasta salad just happens. It's this process of me taking the time, the work, the effort to take this potential and make something of it. It's just like faith. Faith is potential that we continue to grow by taking the time, the work, the effort to water it, to nourish it, to make it grow. So the question that you'll find at the end of this week's lesson is thinking about potential and thinking about the future and what you're wanting your faith to look like. Maybe you don't want your faith just to be this straight box salad, and that's perfectly okay. Maybe you'll find a suggestion on the box that's great, or maybe you'll find something different. And that's what the beauty of the body of Christ is that all of us have different gifts and abilities, and we make the pasta salad of our faith differently. But if it just sits in a box on the shelf, it really doesn't do that much good. So this week we'll look at the Psalms, and we'll look into how King David is realizing the blessing of him continuing to have that communication with God, and how that potential in his case turned into something. And it's so important for you guys to realize that all of you are filled with potential. And I miss all of you guys so much, and I wish I was just there to soak up and help you embrace that. And that's part of my job. Part of my job is to help you figure out what is in the cupboard. What is the different things that you could make with your faith and help it grow and nourish it the ways that you're needing. And I'm trying to help you in that. It's a weird thing that I have to try doing, is trying to help you grow. But in the same part, you guys help me grow. because that's how we have this community of faith, and how much we need each other. So even in this time when we're separate, that's why we're still having worship, because we all still need to connect with each other, be it in person or virtually, to help each other grow. So I want you to think about that this week, is how, when you're working through this, are you going to make sure that this potential becomes something? Because I know that I much prefer eating the finished product than just staring at the potential product in the cupboard. So remember, tune in next week. I'll have an announcement for you guys on how we're wrapping up the year, and probably pose some more questions for you next week that I hope to get some responses on what we're going to look at doing as we transition into summer months and being able to stay in contact and in touch. So I look forward to seeing you then. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week. For those that stuck around, here's your clue for next week. Keep an eye on your mailbox. Keep an eye on your mailbox. There's something coming.